There are 2,364 four-year nonprofit universities in the United States. Approximately 18.2 million students enroll in colleges each year. But how many will graduate?
Help! I need somebody. Help! Not just anybody. Help! You know I need someone. Help!
Many factors affect graduation rate. Different social and academic aspects of universities' environments contribute to the student's overall college success.
1, 2, 3, 4.
We observed the effect of class size on graduation rate. We looked at the class size of the top 50 colleges on U.S. News. After reviewing the data, we noticed that, although it was mostly constant, smaller schools tended to have a slightly higher graduation rate overall. After projecting an increase in class size, we noticed that the graduation rates continue to decrease, which further supports our notion that graduation rates and class size are inversely related. We believe that this occurs because a smaller school allows students to develop a closer relationship with their teachers, thus gaining greater individual attention and support. Also, with fewer students, there may be fewer social distractions.
Strawberry fields forever.
We examined the influence of the acceptance rates of the top 50 U.S. News colleges on their graduation rates. There is a clear logarithmic correlation between the two. This graph shows that as the acceptance rates increase, the graduation rates decrease. We projected the acceptance rate to 100% and saw the graduation rate decline further. We believe this occurs because generally the more prestigious schools have lower acceptance rates, only admitting extremely dedicated and hard-working students, who are less likely to drop out.
Words of wisdom, let it be.
This graph displays the top 25 public schools from U.S. News. As you can see, as the ranking of the school decreases, so does the graduation rate. This graph displays the top 25 private schools from U.S. News. Like the public school graph, the graduation rate decreases as the ranking decreases. When comparing the two graphs, we notice that the public schools have a more uniform decline in graduation rate, while private schools contain more outliers. We believe this occurs because public schools are more alike and have state funding, whereas private schools are independent of state funding and differ between one another. When we decreased the ranking, we noticed the graduation rate continued to decrease. Freshman retention rate is the percentage of students who return to their college for their sophomore year, as opposed to transferring or dropping out. We found the freshman retention rate of the top 50 colleges of U.S. News and compared it to their graduation rates. The retention rate of a school is about equal to its graduation rate. The freshman retention rate is probably the best indicator of a college's graduation rate. We believe that it foreshadows the ultimate success of the class. We projected it both forward and backwards in order to study the effects. We saw that the correlation continued, and as the freshman retention rate decreased or increased, the graduation rate mirrored it.
Here comes the sun. Here comes the sun. I say, it's alright.
Further research shows additional components that can play a part. This pie graph further demonstrates our initial idea that both academic and social factors influence college students.
Looking back at our own research, we think overall freshman retention rate affects graduation rate the most. So when choosing a school, be sure to research your desired school's average freshman retention rate to determine the probable percentage of your class that will be graduating. But remember, if you don't graduate, it's okay.
All you need is love.